long-term
providing visits to the affected areas. After Lake, for instance, is the epicenter of this crisis in Yewa North local government. So when we got there, the acting Baale of the town, after taking us through the wreckage, told us that there were fears of imminent attack. No reasonable person haven't heard about an imminent attack and haven't seen what happened, the carnage that happened there, will advise anybody to go alone to the farm. We told them that though we didn't have any authority to prohibit or order anybody not to go to farm, but in the circumstance of what you have found yourselves, we would advise that you hold on until everything is okay. And if they must go out to the farms, then they have to go in groups. That advice was meant for Asa village, not for Yewa.
The committee also cleared the air on some issues wrongly reported in the media.
If you read some newspapers over the weekend, they said that Yewa farmers are now refugees in Benin Republic. I will tell you again that that has no iota of truth. So when this problem and conflict started, of course, the natural thing is for them to return to their home country. So many of the people that you are seeing are not actually the original indigenes of Yewa. They are the people from the other side of Nigeria, of the border, the Republic of Benin, who, because of the crisis, had moved to their country.
The meeting entered a closed-door session, after which the committee addressed the media, assuring that a thorough job will be done.
I can assure you that the state is committed to ensuring peace and tranquility in these areas as well as in the entire state.
And I just have to appeal to our people at home, both farmers and the subsequently Fulanis and the rest of them, that the committee is working assiduously, and I can tell you that within a short time we are going to come out with a resolution and a recommendation to the government.
I believe that the committee is working perfectly in conjunction with all stakeholders to make sure we get results and the crisis will reduce drastically, and such occurrence will not happen again in this state by the special grace of God.
Peace Committee was inaugurated by the Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, on the 20th of February 2021, and they have 4 weeks for the assignment. Tunde Olaniro, OGTV News.
In the face of global security challenges, there is need for collective responsibility in disaster and crisis management towards reducing crime rates in the society. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, stated this during the 90th anniversary of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps held at MKO Abiola International Stadium, Kuto, Abeokuta. And the report. The Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, marked its 90th year of existence with the aim at ensuring the protection and safeguarding lives and property. At the event, the Ogun State Commandant, NSCDC, Ahmed Abodunrin, emphasized on the benefits of the Corps to demonstrate its core value.
Permit me to inform you that in Ogun State, in the last 1 year, the command settled close to 400 cases of farmer-other conflicts, which didn't result into any problem until recently, when the spillover from another state wanted to rob Ogun State of its peaceful nature. I want to tell you that since then, and with the prompt action of Your Excellency to ensure lives and property are protected, the situation is now under control.
In his submission, the state governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, who was represented by the Special Advisor on Security, Olushola Subar, reiterated the state government's support for paramilitary towards reducing crime rates in the society.
It is also worthy of mention that the Civil Defense Corps in Ogun State has played itself into reckoning with the synergy with other law enforcement agencies by placing a lasting peace in the state.
He also enjoined officers and men to be more proactive in safeguarding government. The Special COVID-19 Task Force to enforce the use of nose mask and other COVID-19 protocols in Ogun State has its campaign to utter end Ilaro areas of the state where it apprehended those who failed to comply with the directive. The committee was set up to ensure that the daily rise in the cases of COVID-19 in the second wave of the virus is reduced and get rid of. Bumi Adegun was with the task force and he completes the story.
This is Songo in Ado-Dota local government with its usual hustling and bustling. The proximity of Songo to Lagos State effectively makes it a cosmopolitan and highly populated. The Ogun State Special COVID-19 Task Force is in the area to see the level of compliance with the use of nose masks and apprehend defaulters. Honorable Lawal Wasiu is a transition committee chairman at Ado-Dota local government. He said people of the area have been recalcitrant despite efforts of the council area. He added that attempts to apprehend defaulters have been mostly futile.
All our effort has been jeopardized due to the population that we have here, and that is why we have been clamoring for this mobile court to have come here ever before now.
From Songo, the enforcement team moved to Ilaru in Yewa South local government into the waiting hands of the transition committee chairman.
But I never knew people can be of compliance with what I am seeing now. So you cannot believe it out. Some of the people that were arrested, they were with their mask in their pockets. So probably they don't know the importance of what they are doing.
Adedi Mileyin Agbola is a journalist in his 50s who came to get some drugs in a market, but was so disturbed about the attitude of people towards government's move to flatten the curve.
For God's sake, even if you don't believe there is COVID, why can't you follow government guideline about protecting yourself? It's not. Do you know what I mean? Nigerians, they like seeing things happen instantly. If there's a bomb blast here, will you see anybody in this market?
Dr. Toyin Taiwo is the leader of the task force team. He speaks about the exercise so far.
Like I said, we are domesticating it in all the local governments. Like you can see, everywhere we're going to, the transitional chairman of that local government is with us. The one of Yewa South is with us, and then we have told them how to do it. Once anybody is apprehended, they will take them to the law court instead of the mobile court. They will be taken to the court of law in their jurisdiction. That's where they will take them to. And then the magistrate there will now give or met any punishment as at due depending on the gravity of the offense.
The Special COVID-19 Task Force is a joint effort from all ministries and agencies and has completed the tour of the 3 senatorial districts of the state. Bumi Adigun, OGTV News.
Meanwhile, Nigeria has received nearly 4 million doses of the COVID-19 vaccine shipped via the COVAX facility, partnership between Gavi, UNICEF, and WHO. It was reported that COVAX shipped 3.94 billion doses of the Oxford vaccine manufactured by the Serum Institute of India arrived from Mumbai to Abuja around 11:30. According to a statement from the United Nations in Nigeria, the arrival marked a historic step towards the goal to ensure equitable distribution of COVID-19 vaccine globally. The National Primary Health Care Development Agency had said it would commence the vaccination of Nigerians in priority groups starting with frontline healthcare workers. The Nigerian Army has reported a fire outbreak at its headquarters complex in Abuja. It attributed the cause of the inferno to faulty electrical installations. According to a statement by the Director Army Public Relations Brigadier General Mohammed Yerima, electrical faults sparked a minor fire incident at the Army headquarters complex, Abuja, Tuesday morning. It stated further that the Army headquarters complex is currently undergoing some innovation electrical rework. The Army headquarters spokesman said the Nigerian Army Fire Service Department has since put out the fire. Sea has since returned to the complex. The Ogun State government has reiterated its commitment towards improving and developing all the 5 schools for children with special needs in the state to make them models among other special schools in the nation. The model school for children with special needs at Digbe, Abeokuta, during which the state government donated over 20 wheelchairs to the needy student. Speaking on the theme of the celebration, Breaking the Barrier, Professor Arigba Abusi, for all to pay more attention to the expression of the needs of people with disabilities in order to make them self-reliant and inclusive in the day-of-the-day activities of the society.
The Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Ogun State, under my watch, is determined to take special needs education to the next level by giving due recognition to the prospects and challenges facing it. His Excellency, Prince Dr. Dapo Abiodun, MFR, the Executive Governor of Ogun State, has been playing significant roles in the lives of all persons with special needs. His Excellency's vision and mission are second to none, particularly in the area of education.
The Commissioner therefore called on persons and organizations to complement government effort in alleviating poverty and other discriminatory practices that could impede the progress of such persons. In her goodwill message, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry, Mrs. Abosede Ogunleye, said the celebration was to raise awareness and lend helping hands to millions of people with special needs towards ensuring equal exposition to diverse opportunities, motivate and provide succor which will make life easier for them. In his remarks, the Chairman, Joint Association of Persons Living with Disabilities, Dr. Lekon Muhammad, appreciated the Ministry for organizing the event, soliciting more support from both the government and philanthropists to make life more comfortable for them. The Permanent Secretary, Bureau of Local Government Pensions in Ogun State, Mrs. Afolashade Kokumo, has been described as an astute administrator whose contribution and selfless service to the state civil service cannot be forgotten. This was the tribute from dignitaries present at the get-together organized by staff of the Bureau of Local Government Pension to honor the outgoing Permanent Secretary who retires on the 2nd of March 2021. Our reporter, Yusuf Ganiu, witnessed the event held at Okemoson, Abeokuta. His report.
Life is not how far, but how well. For this reason, a renowned Amazon and compassionate administrator, Chief Mrs. Irene Afolashade Kokumo, the Permanent Secretary, Bureau of Local Government Pensions, is now retiring after attaining the statutory 35 years in the Ogun State Civil Service. Having realized her contributions and selfless service to the state and humanity, the entire staff in the State Bureau of Local Government Pensions could not hide their joy as they made it a point of duty to organize this get-together to celebrate this cheerful, eloquent and caring woman, Afolashade Kokumo. To some pensioners, retired and serving permanent secretaries, as well as some commissioners in the Local Government Service Commission, among others, Mrs. Afolashade Kokumo is a woman who is passionate about the growth and development of the state.
Afolashade Kokumo, she's a friend, she's a sister, she's my boss, a caring person, an icon.
She's been a mentor to me. She's a wonderful person, someone that will never lead you astray.
She's a mother to everybody. She's very dependable.
loving and caring.
Pray for you that you have a good retirement period in the name of Jesus.
A mother hen that protects the children. She's always very protective. The little time I spent with her, it's been like a lifetime.
A short drama was displayed to showcase her character. The outgoing permanent secretary, Afola Shadeko Kumo, and her husband, AIG Babatunde Kokumo, appreciate God for the journey so far.
I told someone, I said when I joined the local government service, I was like, you know, ashamed. It was the military administrator, Olada Yokopola, Olada Yokopola, joined a village square meeting to another local government. It was his action that great day that brought out the best in me.
Very efficient, a scrupulous professional, very, very disciplined. And back home, she's equally a scrupulous domestic.
Afola Shadeko Kumo will pen down from the active service of Ogun State on the 2nd of March 2021. Yusuf Ganiyu, OGTV News.
The report just coming in. Ogun State House of Assembly has confirmed Governor Abiodun's nominee for the State Independent Electoral Commission, OGISEC. They are Mr. Babatunde Oshibodu as chairman, Mr. Olatunji Isaac Akoni, Mr. Tajuddin Shoyeolu Omolaja, Mr. Ayodele Bankole, and Mrs. Gbemi Onosoya as members. Speaker Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo gave the confirmation during a report on the Committee of Selection of the confirmation of the nominees of the governor for the post of chairman and members of the commission, read by the majority leader, Honorable Yusuf Sharif, who also moved the motion for its adoption, seconded by Honorable Bolanle Ajayi and adopted by the whole House through a voice vote. The Speaker, Oluomo, however, urged the governor to go ahead and perform their swearing-in as chairman and members of the commission. Meanwhile, Ogun State House of Assembly has constituted a 5 committee to investigate allegations leveled against the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Oludare Kadiri, and submit their report within 72 hours. This was sequel to the report of the notice for removal of the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Oludare Kadiri, from office for gross misconduct, signed by 20 members and read by the Clerk of the House, Mr. Adedeji Adeyemo, at the plenary presided over by the Speaker, Right Honorable Olakunle Oluomo. According to the report, in consonance with the provision of Order 2, Rule 11 of the Standing Orders of the House, the notice was served on the Deputy Speaker of the House, Honorable Oludare Kadiri, on Friday, 26 February 2021, to meet the deadline of 24 hours, and his response was received on Monday, 1st of March 2021, to fulfill the 72 hours period provided for response in Order 2, Rule 11. The report read further that, having received the response, the Deputy Speaker was subsequently served with a letter directing him to stand down from plenary session of the House forthwith until he will acquitted of charges as provided in Order 2, Rule 11. The Nigeria Immigration Service Ogun State Command will on Wednesday, 3rd March 2020, open its new annex office at Ojodu, Ifo local government area of Ogun State. The PRO Nigeria Immigration Service, on behalf of the Comptroller of Immigration Service, DSI OJ Oshifeso, in a statement says the chairman of Ifo local government, royal fathers, and other eminent personalities within the community are expected to grace the opening ceremony. And finally, on sports news, defending champion Roger Federer has withdrawn from this month's Miami Open as he works his way back to full fitness following surgeries to repair his right knee. U.S. media reported on Monday the 39-year-old Swiss star, who has not played since losing in the semi-finals of the last year's Australian Open, is due to make his return from a year-long layoff at the Qatar Open in Doha next week. However, the Miami Herald cited Federer's agent, Tony Gotzik, as saying on Monday that the 20-time Grand Slam singles champion had opted to skip the Miami tournament for scheduling reasons. And before we end the news, you'll learn more from failure than from success. You can now watch us live on these platforms: Apple, Roku, Facebook, and Android devices. You can also watch live on OGTV website, www.ogtv.com.ng/live. And now we have come to the end of the news at 2. Many thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.